Hi Flosstube. Today's date is January 31st, 2018. It's a Wednesday. My name is Saho. My channel name is Saho Dream Stitch, and this is my third Flosstube video. First, I'd like to thank everybody who has come to watch my two videos, either of the two videos, subscribed, liked, or commented. I really, it was overwhelming, and it made me so happy to see all the comments. I enjoy responding to all of them as much as I can. And to those who gave me shoutouts on their own Flosstube videos, thank you so much. Stitcherista Danielle, Cowgirl Kate, Arlene Cohen, and Case Cross Stitch. And I'm sure there are others. Oh, Bendy Stitchy Michelle, which I'll talk about later. Thank you so much for the shoutouts. I really appreciate it. And I am here making a third video. Today I'll share with you a recent finish, my whips, and then I will do a tag and maybe a little bit of Japanese segment in between. We'll see. First, I have a finish. So this is my Hardanger piece. It's called Lace Mat. The designer is Colette Robinson. It's an electronic chart. You get it off her website. And it was stitched on 28 count Brittany even weave. So I really enjoyed working on this one. 28 count is still a little small account for me to work on, but it was really enjoyable, and partly this finish I credit to my work colleagues because this was my lunchtime piece. So I would be stitching on it during lunchtime while my colleagues were working, because a lot of my colleagues work through lunch, and I would tell them, because we have such a small office that the next person is like right here and the person behind me is like back to back. So I would say to them, I'm sorry, but I might have a needle in my hand. Please go easy when you stand up and turn around to go somewhere. And my colleagues would kindly say, okay, and they would not say, you know, why in the world are you waving a needle in your hand during lunchtime? Although I'm sure they thought I was crazy. Well, I think they knew that before, so nothing new. Anyway, so this is a finish. And today I was really happy to see that Nina from Stitching with a Smile left a comment on my Flosstube channel to say that she had come and seen my channel and was happy I was continuing with the Hardanger. So I thought I'd show you the piece that I did with her on her Hardanger long. So this is a finish several months ago. It's big. I think it was called Ivory Octagonal Doily. It is a free chart from the Nordic Needle website. I don't know if it's still available. I hope it is. It was a really fun stitch. So this was 22 count Hardanger, DMC Pearl Cotton number 5 and DMC Pearl Cotton number 8. The number 5 was variegated, and if you really think about it, this is a really complicated piece for a beginner, but I really enjoyed it, and I did the little picot stitches in the middle. They didn't turn out so great, but they were so much fun to do. And I really appreciate the tutorials that Stitching with a Smile did for us. And if you know Karen Bug, her channel name is Needle Bugg, is going to start a tutorial on her channel on Hardanger. and she is going to do a beginner piece, as I understand. So if you're interested, if you have been interested in Hardanger but were hesitating to try, please check out her channel as well as Nina's, and I will link them both below so you can check out their tutorials. Okay. And another whip of mine that a lot of people have commented about is my bead piece. Une touche de luxe by Fleur de Soie. And you see I have made progress by 3 or 4 rows. You can slowly see the leaves appearing, I think right here. So I'm showing you it this way, but I'm actually working on it vertically using the sewing method. So I have found that it makes it easier to actually attach the beads to the linen, but the most difficult part I find is to get the bead on the needle. So if I found a way to do that faster, this piece will go way quicker. Okay, the last whip I'm going to share today, and yes, it is cross stitch. I do cross stitch. Okay, this piece is the Birds and the Bees of 1557 by the wonderful Works by ABC, Arlene Cohen. And I've made progress. I think the last time you saw this, I had worked down the middle, but I slowly worked this way and turned both corners, so I'm 2/3 way done. So I'm hoping that I was hoping to finish this piece in January. It didn't happen, so I'm hoping to finish this by the time Arlene comes out with her new set of charts. Oh, and she recently did another Flosstube channel, another fun one, and where she announced that she had renewed or refreshed all her charts. She introduces them one by one and tells you a little bit of story behind each one. And she is going to come up with a new set of charts, hopefully by the end of February, maybe March. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it, and I think if I get one of her charts, I will start stitching one. Okay, so that is all for whips. And I was wanting to make a start on a Blackbird Designs piece because I had so many, and I was debating between Snow Garden and the Violet's Blue, because this is about the people in Midwest waiting for spring. So I thought this was really pretty. This was actually, I got it off a Japanese auction site. So sometimes people do sell these off. I don't know if they had lived in the States or they import them or they get them from friends. But sometimes if I watch really closely these auction sites, I do get good charts. But usually they're not really available. You can't just place an order and get them in several days. Okay, and I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of my cocoa. This mug is a Moomy mug. I'm sure my European friends and certainly my Finnish friends will recognize Moomin. A Finnish colleague gave this to me. It's my favorite mug. And You know, I was not meaning to do a video just yet, but Michelle Bendy Stitchy, she did a video which was up this morning where she did a shout out of me, and I made a comment on that Flosstube, and she responded on that comment by saying that she just saw my third Flosstube go up. And I was thinking, and she said also in her comment that she was going to watch it when she gets up because it was nighttime, her time. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, I have to go home and film a Flosstube so she can see it when she gets up. Something doesn't sound right, but there you go. And now I have my Flosstube number 3, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Speaking of Michelle Bendy Stitchy, she did a talking tag on her recent Stitch With Me video where she was saying that she had an accent which was specific to the Midwest region where she lived, although she had not lived there for a long time. And she was doing this talking tag, and a lot of her expressions seemed really familiar to me. And she was talking about the caramel or caramel dispute. I think it's caramel. I never thought it was caramel. I don't know. But I also commented that people find that I also have a Midwest accent. One of my American colleagues pointed out to me years ago that I had a Midwest accent with a little bit of southern drawl. Yeah. Yes, I did live in a city which was close to the southern border of the Midwest. That might be true. So I thought it would be fun to do the talking tag myself and see if anybody recognizes the Midwest, because Michelle came to my YouTube a few days later and said that she had recognized the Midwest accent. So thank you, Tracy P, for the fun tag. I'm going to be looking down at my iPad. So here we go. Tracy talking tag. Say these words: and, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, shore, SURE, data, ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught. It is caramel, and the Japanese word for caramel is karameru, so it's very close. I think it's caramel. Moving on with the tag. Now answer these questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? Teepee. What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? I don't remember the word for it. I looked it up, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Michelle said it was roly-poly. Is that right? Doesn't sound too familiar to me. Moving on. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Pop. What do you call gym shoes? Sneakers. What do you say to address a group of people? Hey guys! Or at least I said so when I was younger. Oh, what do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. I didn't know if there was another name for them. And what do you call your grandparents? I'm going to have to skip this one, but I am told that my nephews call my mother Baba and my father Gigi. So I called my grandparents Oba-chan and Ji-chan. So Baba, Gigi, I guess it's derived from baby talk. I think that's common among languages I hear, which is very interesting. But anyway, moving on. What do you call the weird contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Shopping cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? I could not remember the word for this one either. I was looking up in the dictionary and it said, I think the word sun shower seemed a little bit familiar. And just side note, in Japan, when there is rain, when the sky is sunny, it's called Kitsune no Yomeiri, which means the fox's wedding. And yeah, when you look it up, there are tons and tons of publications, legends, regional legends. But generally speaking, foxes in Japan, in the old tales, in the old times, were thought to have magical powers. Well, not often, not so very good. They tended to trick people, like they would turn themselves into humans and make people believe that they were humans and do mischief and things like that. So I guess foxes having a wedding is something not being quite right, I think. That would be the explanation for that expression. Anyway, moving on. What is the thing you changed the TV channel with? I would call it a remote or remote controller. So that is it for Tracy P's talking tag. So did anybody notice any Midwest in me? I'd love to know. Or did they recognize something else? I'd like to know that too. Okay. Looking at my notes. Before I sign off, I'd like to give a shout out to a few newbies that I met in Flosstube world this past week. Lisa Stitching Stable, Crescent Moonmaker, Kinder Stitches, Mauoijenn, Dark Side Stitcher, G-Wiz 65. I'm sure there are many others. I saw a lot of new Flosstubes go up in the month of January, which makes me very happy. And somehow, now that I have my own Flosstube videos up, I seem to be finding Flosstubers that I have never met before, and they have been here a while. So I'm making rediscoveries, and I'm finding great people, and I've been telling myself, where have I been? I thought I was watching Flosstube all this time. So it's really fun to do that. So thank you again for welcoming me into the Flosstube community. I hope to continue making videos, and I am going to do, in my next video, I think I'm going to do more of the Japanese seasonal event thing. So stay tuned for that. I think it will be a short video though. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have enjoyed making this video. Take care of yourself, stay warm, happy stitching. I will see you all soon. Bye.